convoy of 7 vehicles currently heading from north to south between wells 39 and 38. If there are any other vehicles travelling between wells 38 and 39, could you make yourselves known? Thank you.
We are continuing our journey south down the canningstockroute, this time starting at Wardabunna Rockhole, well 38. The rockhole is nestled in a gully. When full, this rockhole would hold some 30,000 gallons. However, this time it was dry. There are some inscriptions on the rock face, including that of Ben Taylor, a drover, and the Australian Army. Now we face the sand ridges again, with well 37 not far away. You can see on the map here just how consistent the distance between the wells is. So this is well 37, Lipuru. Some people call it the haunted well because there's at least 4 people buried here. So Thompson, Shoesmith and Chinaman were murdered here by native Aboriginals, and they're just buried up yonder over here. John McClernand was murdered about 50 kilometres from here, and his body was brought here for burial. He's just buried over here. So yeah, it's got a bit of a checkered history, this one. So much of the country around here has been burnt out recently, but it is good to see that some areas are coming back from previous year's fires. Well 36 had an ingenious cover to keep the camels out. At well 35, Phil again tried to measure the depth. This time the well was dry. So this is well 33 on the canningstockroute. This is called Gunnawoggie. Despite what the sign says, which it says Cunnawarratry, that's actually the community up the road about 7 or 8 kilometres. Now here's the well here. Now we've measured it this morning and it's got a depth of 2.7 metres of water in it. Originally, when Canning put it in, it had a depth of 21 foot and had a capacity of 2,400 gallons.
We're now at Walla Walla Well, well 31 on the canningstockroute. Lovely grove of eucalypts, and there's still some remains of the shoots and troughing here. This well, when Canning's team built between 1908 and 1910, was 26 feet deep, 2,475 gallons of water and it resupplied itself at 2,000 gallons an hour. So they could take 2,000 gallons an hour out of this well and it would keep staying full. So that's a lot of water. Sadly, it's in decay, and when the government decided to restore the wells in 1929, it appointed a chap called William Snell, a bushman true, and knew his way around cattle and wells and whatever. And he comes up the stock route and builds these wells, but he kind of didn't stay with the government specifications on this is how we want each well repaired. He did it his way. And he decided that this well wasn't in a good spot, so he went 4 or 5 kilometres away and built a new well. And he didn't finish the stock route, it was too hot, ran out of food, and they came back again. They were going to come back again the following year. The government decided, after inspecting some of Snell's work, that it was a bit average, and decided they needed Mr. Canning. So they brought him out of retirement, and in 1930 Mr. Canning came up to finish off the restoration work of the Canning stockroute wells, and he virtually scrapped every single thing that Snell did and redid it all. So we've now moved from Canning's well 31 to Snell's well 31, or the location of, and all that's left of Snell's is this little depression, and over here a well lid, bit of a troughing, and some, well, it could be a piece of a chute. That's all that's left. Obviously this area gets inundated, and maybe the saline content helps rust things away. But interestingly, what we've just found here is a grinder that the Aboriginal women would have used to grind seeds and food, so it could be mixed together with other things and cooked. So it's not often you find a grinder. So now we've got Canning's well 31, Snell's well 31. Canning comes here. I've no idea why, we can't find a record as to why he decided to go back there. I presume it's because this area could get inundated, could be prone to cyclone and whatever. The water that's collected in the clay pan may not be as drinkable as other clay pans. Hence, if he goes back to the gum trees, it's a safe bet that the water's always going to be okay.
So we'll have to leave it there now at well 30. I appreciate you all watching, and I'll see you in the next video.